Hi, my name is Jennifer Street. I am the founder of Reimagine Studio. This is a space where I help you to see yourself clearly. I help you to open your heart space so you can live from appreciation and gratitude. Help you to live your most aligned, authentic life. So today's episode is going to be about relationship truths, or what we think are truths. So oftentimes, the truths that we form are just a set of repeated beliefs. They can be pain responses, cultural conditioning, and just conclusions that we have drawn based on our own experiences. So, are they really truth? They could be, and they may not be. But I'm here to show you the duality and the polarity in truth, untruth, and how you can discern what is the truth. A couple little sayings that I'm sure people are super familiar with is once a cheater, always a cheater. Or you complete me. People never change. And you can't trust anybody. Being soft means weakness. So let's pick a couple of these apart. So the reason why these ideas become dangerous is because people stop examining them. They just come to a conclusion. And a little side note, any firm belief that or conclusion that you come to should always be examined. Is this the truth? Why do I believe this? That is a form of shadow work. That is a form of kind of going into the subconscious and really challenging your ego. Let's take cheating, for example. So, cheating can be due to a lack of integrity. The person is just not somebody that values integrity, honesty, or this person could have cheated once during a period of profound dysfunction, like, addiction. This person could have been in a period of collapse or immaturity. Context is really, really important. Both realities exist, but the problem occurs is when these become rigid beliefs. So, like I said, context matters, behavior matters, and patterns matter. When you just take, a sentence, oh, that person's a cheater, and there's no context, there's no, fill in the blank about it, it's pretty unfair because people change all the time. People that were addicts become sober. People change. People have the capacity to change. So here's another one. You complete me. That can sound like super romantic. Like, oh, you complete me. I can just imagine. I have never said those words in my life, but underneath it, it actually can point to dependency, a fragmentation of self, and a lack of connection to yourself. So immediately when I hear those words, you complete me, that's where my mind goes. And I'm not saying that because I'm like from this elevated stance. I'm saying that because I understand what the language means. Whereas if you have, two people that are still and they're in a in a wounded space, in an unhealed space, they might feel like, oh my gosh, this is my person. So let's kind of look at the duality of this. When a person says this, it could mean that you add depth, joy, and companionship and expansion to my life. You add to my life. That's a healthy you complete me statement. Or it could be, I don't know who I am, how to regulate myself or feel whole unless I'm around you. Now, that is coming from a place of codependency. So, one is coming from emptiness and one is coming from wholeness. There are so many broken people out there looking for other people to complete them. And that is just never going to happen. Another person cannot complete you, heal you, save you, fix you, give you worth. That's your job. Somewhere along the line, people have picked up, this outsourcing. Everything is external to us instead of really going within. So relationships become healthier when it's from a stance of, I deeply value you, but I won't lose myself to keep you. So most people are not relating from truth, but from these survival patterns, attachment wounds, and scripts that they've never questioned. And these are just a few. And a way to know if you're operating from these kind of unconscious scripts is creating space for yourself. You have to introspect about your own behaviors instead of constantly pointing a finger outside of yourself. You are 50% of this. When you are being triggered by something, that is an invitation and a doorway for you to pull in and say, what inside of me is feeling triggered by this? That is the work. And when you can answer that question, oh, I feel triggered about this because I feel unsafe. Okay, then you're like, okay, I feel unsafe. Then you ask yourself the question, when did I start to feel unsafe about this? In what other scenarios have I seen this pattern? That is that inner ego shadow work. And when you can start answering those questions for yourself, you will have huge breakthroughs. I am telling you, huge. That is part of the work that I do. It's simply pattern recognition along with intuition, and it's a language for me. So I have this gift to be able to see where you're literally fooling yourself. If you need help with this, I can surely help you. You can go to reimaginestudio.me and book a session. I might expand on some of these other relationship beliefs or truths. because ultimately, when you heal yourself, you're healing your family and you're healing the world. Okay? Reimagine a better version of yourself. I love you and have a great day.